The party in French is la fête.
La fête.
Like we have in English school fete. No, a school party in English is a school fete. So that's interesting. We took the French word for party, fête, and we used it in English just to describe one particular type of party. And it's not spelled like English, the French. The French is spelled F-E-T-E. And the first E has a little hat on it. It has an accent mark over it. It looks like a triangle without the bottom, like a little hat. And that gives us fête, la fête.
Fête.
How would you say you must organize the party? You must organize the party.
Je dois.
Think about one bit at a time.
Tu dois organiser la fête.
Very good. Tu dois organiser la fête. Good. I have to organize it. I must organize it.
Je dois la organiser.
Good. And what happens to la? You use la, no, because you were thinking about the party, organizing the party, which is great. But what happens to la and organiser when they come together?
Je dois l'organiser.
Je dois l'organiser. So we get L apostrophe organiser. We lose the A of la. Je dois l'organiser. So talking about the party, la fête, we use la for it. But what if you were talking about something more general, like getting it done? I have to organize it, like getting it done. What do you use for this general it?
Le.
So yes, we would use le, the masculine. So how would you say that? I have to organize it, like getting it done or something general.
Je dois l'organiser.
Good. Sounds the same, no? Because of course the le and organiser blend together. Je dois l'organiser. Very good. So le and la, they both mean it. And apart from this, le and la also mean him and her. So now we can communicate many more ideas in French. How would you say provocation? Provocation. Take it syllable by syllable.
Provocation. Provocation.
Provocation. Good. And how would we get to provoke? We start with provocation. What do we do next?
I finish the word in ER.
Yes, but before you do that, what do? We lose the action. No,
yes.
We have to get rid of that. So do that and slowly.
Provocare.
Do it slowly.
Yes. Provoque. Provoque.
Provoque. Good. To provoke. So how might you say you want to provoke him? We said that the word for it is the same as the word for him. You want to provoke him.
Tu veux le provoquer?
Very good. Tu veux le provoquer. The word for just, if you want to say something like you just want to provoke him, no, is juste. J-U-S-T-E. So spelled just like the English, but with an E on the end to let us know to pronounce that final consonant. Juste.
Just.
So you just want to provoke him. In French, we will say you want just. The just will come there. You want just. So how would that be? You just want to provoke him.
Tu veux juste le provoquer.
Very good. Tu veux juste le provoquer. Very good. You just want to provoke him. So again, we can look at the verb like provoquer, and we can identify two parts. We can identify voquer, which is like related to vocal, and then we have pro, the little bit that we're adding on to the beginning, to pro-vocal, to provoke. And this pro we can find around now, like in provide, profess, promote. So we can identify now how provoquer is built of two parts, of that pro beginning and then that voquer base. And if we feel like it, when we notice that, we can experiment with it and play around and see what other words we might find in French from this voquer. So, for example, to invoke, how might that be to invoke?
Invoquer.
Good, but here the IN gives us invoquer. We could have revoke To revoke, like to take away, to take something away from somebody. How might that be in French?
Révoquer. Révoquer.
Good. Révoquer. Good. So we didn't even need to go back to Asian words, no, to find révoquer. No, we could just do that switching between provoquer, provoke, and invoke, revoke, just by noticing how provoke was built. So it's just about getting in the habit of thinking curiously and bringing all this French we already have in our English closer to the surface through this habit of curiosity. To see in French is voir, voir.
Voir.
That's spelled V-O-I-R, voir.
Voir.
Connected to view in English, voir, to see. So how might you say, I want to see her?
Je vais la voir.
Very good. Je veux la voir. How might you say, I just want to see her? I want just to see her.
Je vais juste la voir.
Very good. Je veux juste la voir. I want to see him later. I want to see him later.
Je vais le voir plus tard.
Very good. Je veux le voir plus tard. Very good. Do you have to see him? Must you see him? Do you owe to see him?
Je dois.
What's the first bit? You must you?
Dois-tu le voir?
Very good. Dois-tu or tu dois le voir? So voir ends differently to the verbs we've seen so far, which end er. Voir ends ir. So voir ends ir, and we hear the r here in voir. And voir, to see, like doit, must, like voiture, car, has this oi combination giving us a wa sound. The word for me is the same in French, me. It's written the same but pronounced differently. It's written me just like in English, so how should that sound in French?
Me.
Very good. With a weak like in je, like in le, me. Very good. And me, goes in the same position as le, as la. It's the same type of word, so it follows the same rules about where it should go. So how would you say, do you want to see me? Do you want to see me? So the first bit is, do you want? That's the only bit you should think about for now.
Veux-tu
To see me.
Veux-tu me voir?
Good, but not so much me, but
Me.
me. Good. Veux-tu me voir? Do you want to see me? Or just with the intonation only. Tu veux me voir? Can you see me? Are you able to see me?
Tu peux me voir?
Very good. Tu peux or peux-tu me voir? You must see me. You have to see me.
Tu dois me voir.
Must you provoke me? Must you provoke me?
Tu dois me provoquer.
Dois-tu me provoquer? Very good. So I used provoquer as another example of, how we want to get in this habit ways of analyzing vocabulary. And we found that we could have, for example, revoquer from the same voquer root. We could have invoquer, which is invoke in English. So we noticed there how the in gave us invoquer. And this is because, again, the n on the end of the syllable is getting swallowed into the vowel, just like what we saw with confirmer, for example, compare. The same thing is happening here. So we get un for our nasal I. Invoquer.
Invoquer.
So this will count for other IMs, that we find. So like, for example, if we want to say invitation, how would that sound?
Invitation.
Good. Invitation.
Invitation.
To invite, then, from invitation.
Inviter.
Good. We take away the Asian, and then we add our ER ending. Inviter. Very good. To invite. Can you invite him?
Peux-tu l'inviter?
Very good. So this was very good. You thought there just at one bit at a time. Even though that forced you to rethink it a couple of times, look how quickly you could do that, thinking about just one thing at a time. Very good. Tu peux l'inviter? Can you invite me?
Peux-tu m'inviter?
Good. The same with the me here. We'll blend the me. So we get M apostrophe inviter. Peux-tu m'inviter? Very good.